Welcome back, my friends. This is my lavender pages. My name is Bree, and we're here to do another Plan With Me video. Hello, you probably saw my head there. My family is home today, so this is going to end up being a voiceover because I know I'm going to get interrupted. We are back to doing my own stickers. So this is a kit of lavender. Purple and green are two of my favorite colors. And all of these pictures I took myself, except for this one. So this is my lavender pictures that I've taken. We have date dots. These are actually clover to go with March. And then the script sheet. So I'm going to quickly review how things are looking in my planner. We have new colors for March. The Surface Pro is up over there. I'm going to make sure we're in camera. Right about there. Alright. So, let's see. February's not quite finished yet, but this is kind of how it is looking. Here is the current week. A couple things have filled in. And then habit tracker with gratitude log. Weather, sleep, and self-care. These I'm going to continue doing in March. The only difference will be this picture is going to change. And I haven't found what I would like to use yet. I've changed how I have done my dailies. I am now kind of down here along the bar the things that are scheduled. And they match the color code that I have in my head. And then I am putting my ideal day here in the middle with boxes for the to-dos. So that's how I've started doing my dailies, and I really like how on task it is keeping me. Today I'm struggling. It's supposed to do this at about 2 and it is almost 4 o'clock. So I'm a little behind, but we'll catch up. So my weekly plans are going to be formatted similar to this so that I can go back and look and see what needs to go in my dailies. So that's what's going to change. It is the first week of March. I have some fun things planned out for my planner. I have my washi tape picked out. This is lavender, and this is lavender, and then these two are St. Patrick's Day. I have a tape washi right here, but it has the paper backing on it, so I can't really put it on a card. But that is kind of an update how things are going. I haven't done my monthly layout with my daughter yet. That will be this weekend, and then it will quickly go up on the channel, so you might get an overload of planner videos this weekend. We will see. Anyway, I'm going to switch over to voiceover as I have a feeling I will be getting interrupted quite frequently with my family being here, and we will just go from there. Alright, here we go. We're going to start with the day cover-ups along the top. For some strange reason, my silhouette didn't cut these stickers perfectly well. So as we go through, you'll see I struggle a little bit, especially when we get to the script stickers, of getting them peeled off. This video is sped up. Right now we're at 150%. And then when I go to do my color code on the bars, that one is double fast. So that's 200%. But I'll let you know when we get there. This box has the picture up at the top to cover the gray bar and the calendar, and then the box underneath has multiple uses. It could be a color code, which is what I use it for, or I could even use it as a habit tracker or a goal list, a to-do list. It has a variety of uses, but I use it as a color code. I did flip back to the current week so I could put March 1st up. I don't know how many of you have seen my video from last week, but I did hold off putting the date dot on March 1st just in case I decided to do date dots with a picture on it. Because my day cover up bar is so thick, I've been trying to decide if I want to shrink it or if I want to move the date dots down. I was experimenting with it a little bit and just decided to keep it where it was because I love the color that it adds to the spread. And then I've decided to continue how I put my page separations from when I was doing the Happy Planner books this last month, and put skinny washi along the top, which you can see me doing now, and then the thicker washi I'm not putting at the very bottom of the page. I'm kind of putting it up around the midnight hour because that's about when I go to sleep, and then down at the bottom I've been putting my weekly menu and then my chore for the day, my daily chore. It's great because then I continue that on to my daily pages, and this sticker sheet is now an empty as I put down this last bit of thicker washi tape. And I really like how this separates my weekly schedule out. It is fantastic and it helps me a lot. So here we go with the color bars. This purple color I use for my daughter. I always use purple for my daughter because it's her favorite color. So we're putting in her school schedule right now. She is in elementary school, so she goes most of the day. This last month she's had a few Fridays off, but as it stands the first week of March, she is going Monday through Friday, which I have to check my schedule to look at and make sure. I use my Google Calendar for future planning because my husband can see it, and so we work together for schedules that way. And then my son is always orange, and right now he is in pre-K, so he only goes 2 days a week, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then blue is always my work color. Blue is a big part of my company's logo, so it just makes sense to use blue as the schedule marker for my working shift. And right now I have a pretty sporadic swing shift, so I'll work 6 hours here, 3 hours there, 2 hours, then 6 hours, and then another 6 hours, and I start at a different time each day. And right now it's driving me a little crazy, but it's only through April, so I can live with that. Green we use as family events, so it's something that involves more than one family member in my household, and that's what I use green for. And then pink is church. So when I switch out my colors every month, the base essentials stay the same even though the colors change. So pink or red is always church, purple is always my daughter, orange my son, yellow is my husband, and green is family. So then I go in with my boxes, and I chose to use as many of the picture boxes as I can. I love the picture boxes. I love the color that it adds. And then as the week goes on, in the past I was using deco and hand lettering events in. I think I'm going to go in with the plain colored boxes and put those in of events that kind of fill in the gaps for the day. You want to follow me on Instagram if you want to see the full weekly spread as it progresses. I am trying to get better about posting how my weekly spreads turn out on Instagram, so that would be the best place to see how they progress throughout the week. And I always put my Instagram handle at the end of each video, so you're welcome to pull that up there. It's very simple. It's at My Lavender Pages, just like the channel. So here we go, putting more boxes in. You can see I'm struggling to get them off the page. I don't know if I need to change my silhouette blade out, but it is driving me crazy. I'm kind of thinking I do, but I haven't done it yet, so I'm just dealing with it as I go. This week is what would be termed as a normal week. The school schedule doesn't change. My husband's work schedule doesn't change. This is pretty much the baseline of what every week looks like for my planner and my family. I work in the evening, my husband works in the mornings, and then I am mama chauffeur pretty much during the day. So I do the errands and take my kids different places and things like that. I'm trying to decide what to put down at the end of the day on Friday, because as I'm going, I'm working out the schedule and things. We have the piano lesson on Friday evenings. Our piano teacher for my daughter is amazing. He actually comes to our house, so we don't have to go anywhere, and she just sits there and practices the piano with him, and he kind of coaches her. It is fantastic. And then we are just finishing up the last of the boxes. I decided to go a little bit small for my work schedule. And next we get into the script stickers. So this is a smaller script sticker page. I used to use my script stickers on both my weekly pages and my daily pages, and I don't do that anymore for two reasons. One, to cut down the bulk in my Hobonichi so that it continues to have a slightly slimmer profile. The other is so that on my daily pages I can practice my handwriting. My weekly pages tend to get quite bumpy and thick with how many stickers I use, so it is harder to hand letter on my weekly pages, whereas my daily pages tend to be fairly flat if I continue to write on them. So this particular sticker sheet I may end up using 2 weeks in a row, and then what I don't use I put in the monster sticker book, which you will see pop up here and there in my videos. It is a green traveler's notebook, custom made by Imperfectly Perfect on Etsy. She is amazing. Her books are hard to get because of how demanding the request is for them, plus she hand makes every single one of them herself. So that is why I only have the one book, but I can't not use it, and so it is constantly being used every day as I keep my weather stickers in there and any extra loose end stickers that I make. The boxes, the scripts, the numbers, you name it, they are in that monster sticker book. I do a flip through of that book, which I will link at the end of this video in case you're interested to see what it looks like and how I use it. We are finishing up the week with the work and school schedule. I love how the white border on my script stickers accent with the boxes, the actual events and scripts. And then working out, I was using the the Happy Planner mini stickers in the Homebody collection last month when I started doing my daily routine. So I'm going to try and figure out how to incorporate that in with my own stickers. And then as we finish up, I go ahead and get my little stencil out. I make these stencils myself. They're just heavyweight cardstock paper. After I put down daylight savings. This one was a bit of a challenge because I made it to fit on the calendar page, so it's an actual 1-inch square script. So I just put it down on Saturday evening when it actually happens, because the clocks don't change back till 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday night. So I just put that there. Last of all, as I was saying with my stencil, I have a friend who works for a paper company, and he gave me this box of random papers that he just that his company wasn't using. And so I pull the heaviest white cardstock out of that box as I can, and that's where you get my stencils and the tabs, and I make them myself and kind of have them laid out the way I want.
This white jelly roll perfectly worked on this dark green sticker for baby Jay when I watch my best friend's baby. And green because my little boy and I are both involved in watching baby Jay. My little guy loves baby Jay and we just have so much fun together. We're writing in the color code. I'm trying to observe. It looks like purple comes first, then orange, then green. Nope. Then blue, then green, and we go pink, and last of all, yellow. And I have these colors memorized, but in case for the future anybody inherits my journals, I want them to know what they mean, which is why I tend to write the code in. This is the stencil that I was talking about. The big box is for when I put pictures in my journal from my HP Sprocket. I print 4 pictures on each little sheet, and it is big enough to see what's going on, but small enough not to take up too much space in my daily pages. And I pick 3 top goals every week, and that's what those little boxes are for. And then we are just cleaning up a little bit and finishing the things that are going on. And this is the weekly spread. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like my videos, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.